And North Carolina, come November, is going to send Donald J. Trump to the White House. Now, today was a very big and important day because today we saw that in American society there are two sets of rules. There is a set of rules for you and your children and your neighbors and your family, and there's another set of rules for the powerful, the politicians, and the rulers who rule over all of you. Imagine what would happen in your life if you did 1/1000th of the things that Hillary Clinton did. You could lose your home, you could lose your job, you could lose everything that is near and dear to you in your heart. But for Hillary Clinton, she skates free, except that she doesn't, because the American people will be the ultimate decider of whether or not Hillary Clinton gets away with what she did. Hillary Clinton traveled across the world with her secret, insecure server while everyone and anybody could hack into it and steal her secrets and steal our secrets and steal America's secrets and put your very life at risk. And the question that everyone has to ask, and the question that everyone has to ask, and the question that everyone in the media has to ask is why? Why would Hillary Clinton risk violating so many laws? Why would she risk putting herself in such great personal and political jeopardy? Why would she risk putting America in danger to stash and hide all of her emails on this secret server? The answer is because she knew if the public could ever see what she was doing in the light of day, her career would be over instantly. She hid her emails because she knew what she did every day could never survive public scrutiny. It was a cover-up to protect herself from the scrutiny that would come if her actions ever saw the light of day. But ladies and gentlemen, she will not get away with this cover-up. She will not get away with the deletion of those emails. I mean, folks, this is amazing. We've all read, we've all heard, we've seen, all the expert testimony about how hard it is to delete emails, how hard it is to hide these emails. Yet she managed to delete those emails so thoroughly, so aggressively, so totally, that even the FBI couldn't recover her emails. So she must be terrified by what's in those emails. And so, folks, I'm going to end with this. I'm going to end with this now. Are you prepared to restore honesty, integrity, and decency to our government? Are you prepared to vote for a man who knows that no man is above the law? Are you prepared to vote for a man who will restore the Constitution and the rule of law to America? And are you prepared to vote for a man who will put the jobs, wages, and security of the American people first? Are you prepared to deliver justice for every single American family? Are you prepared to take back your country? Are you prepared to reclaim your future? And are you prepared to make America great again? God bless you. God bless this state, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
I love you. I love you, North Carolina. I love you. Unbelievable. You know, it's an incredible thing. The system is rigged, but we're still happy to be together, right? It's totally rigged. What a system. What a group. I'll tell you what's going on, and we're going to be talking about it. But before I do, a great friend of mine, somebody respected by everybody, Senator Bob Corker. Come on up, Bob. Come on up.
I wasn't going to say anything. I just came to visit. But I have to tell you something. The rallies that I have back home aren't quite like this.
Pretty good, pretty tough.
Pretty cool. Yeah, this is unbelievable, isn't it? Had a pretty remarkable day today. Pretty remarkable day. You know, it says a lot about a person to meet their family, spend time with their kids, if you will, Ivanka and Eric and their son-in-law, and to be around the people that have worked in the Trump organization for 25 and 30 years, to see the respect that they have for the person they've worked with, the father and father-in-law that they have, to see how he treats the people that are around him. So many times in these campaigns, people become caricatures of what the media makes them. And all too often, after a race is over, people realize they never really knew the person. Somebody once told me it's not who you know in life, it's how you know them. And I had the incredible privilege today to spend time with this man, to spend time with his family, and to spend time with those who know him so well. And I figured out the reason that you love him so much is because I'm taking up his time. Let me just say this. The reason you love him so much is because he loves you. He loves you, and he wants the best for you, the Republican nominee for President, Donald Trump.
That's really good. Great guy. Great guy. Great person. So I have to tell you a few things. Numbers just came out just now. Number one, we're doing very well in the polls. That's important, okay? Very well. Very, very well. But, you know, the numbers just came out that during the primary system, during the primaries, the Republicans, I wonder why, were up 62%. The Democrats were down 21%. These are final numbers, just came out. That tells you a little bit about what's going on. And what's going on very big and big league is what you witnessed today and over the last week. From Bill Clinton going to the plane, just happened to be there, I wonder how long he waited. But for Bill Clinton to go to the plane and then to have what happened today, where essentially everybody thought, based on what was being said, she was guilty. She was guilty. And it turned out that we're not going to press charges. It's really amazing. But I'll tell you, look, we have a rigged system, folks. Hey, I used to say it during the primaries. We're all together. I won North Carolina, big league, because of you. Big league. And not only did the Republican Party go way up from what it was 4 years ago, way, way up, but Donald Trump, in the history of the primary system, Republican Party, with 17 people running. A lot of people don't understand where you say 17 people. I got almost 14 million votes, more than anybody in the history of the Republican Party, more than Ronald Reagan, more than the Bushes, more than Richard Nixon, more than Dwight D. Eisenhower, who did win the Second World War. It certainly helped a heck of a lot. We got the highest vote count in the history of the Republican Party. That was such a big thing for me. We won 37 states. It just got stronger and stronger and stronger. And I think we're stronger now than ever before. We're fighting a very dishonest media. Do we have a protester? All right, get him out, please. Oh, we love our protesters, don't we? It's the only time I get the cameras to turn. The only time we get those cameras to turn. Look at the size of this place. This is really great. This is really great. Get them out. Get them out. Get them out. All right, thank you. Thank you. That's all right. Take it easy. Take it easy, folks. You know, if I could speak to these people for a little while, what do we want when you think of it? We want good education. We want a strong military. We want strong borders. We do want the wall. We want to keep our jobs in North Carolina. We want to keep our jobs in North Carolina. I mean, look at what's going on, folks. We're going to build the wall. Don't worry. Who's going to pay for the wall? Who's going to pay? I didn't hear you. Who's going to pay? Better believe it. They're going to pay. They'll be happy to pay. If the right person asks them, they're going to be happy to pay. No problem. If the wrong person, like crooked Hillary Clinton, asks them, they're not going to pay. But she's never going to ask. She's never going to ask. And I'll tell you what. When it comes to trade, and I just got a list of companies that have left North Carolina, and they've gone down to Mexico, and it's a disgrace what's happening. It is a disgrace what's happening, and we're going to stop it, and it's not going to happen any longer. We're losing our jobs. We're losing our manufacturing. We're going to stop the nonsense that's going on, and it's so easy to stop. We will stop it so fast, your heads will spin. Remember that. Your heads will spin. So we'll talk a little bit about trade later. It's so easy. The trade is so easy, folks. It's so easy. The trade of all of them. We're going to knock the hell out of ISIS. We have, by the way, we have a president who's out campaigning for crooked Hillary Clinton, and he should be home working on ISIS, where the threat is getting worse and worse. He should be working on trade. He should be working on the borders. People are flowing into our country from lots of places, but from Syria, no more. No more. Okay, they're not coming. No more. We don't know who they are. We don't know where they come from. They have no documentation. They have no paperwork. And who knows? Who knows? But you know what? We can't take any more chances, folks. We can't take any more chances. If you look at crooked Hillary, she wants to increase the immigrants coming in from Syria. Again, they could be ISIS. This could be the all-time great Trojan horse. You know the story of the Trojan horse. This could be the all-time great. Look at what one person has done in Orlando. Just take a look. One person. Look at the horror that person has wreaked on our country. The gay community, the LGBT community was just, nobody can even fathom what took place. That's one bad apple. We have many people coming in, and you know what? It just takes a small percentage. But there's something going on, and guess what? We have a leader that doesn't even want to discuss the name of the problem. And the problem is radical Islamic terrorism. And it's a problem. It's a problem. And we've got Hillary Clinton, who's weak, who's ineffective. She'll never be able to do the job. Her judgment is horrible. Look at her judgment on emails. Who would do it? Look at her judgment. Her judgment is horrible, all right? Her judgment is horrible. Now, who said that about Hillary? Bernie Sanders said, her judgment is bad. She's got bad judgment, okay? Now, let me tell you, whether it's ISIS, whether it's trade, whether it's borders, whether it's jobs, it's going to be 4 more years of the same thing. The last thing we need is another Clinton, or the last thing we need is an Obama Clinton in the White House. We have got a mess in this country. We owe $19 trillion, soon to be $21 trillion. The debt has doubled under Obama. It's doubled. Wait till you see. We are sitting on a mess, and it's got to be taken care of. And the way it gets taken care of, at least that aspect of it, is jobs. We're going to bring jobs back to North Carolina. We're going to bring jobs back to our country. It's going to be America first, not all these other countries that don't give a damn about us. It's going to be America first. America, America, America first. We've got a person in the White House that's having a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I watched him today. It's like a carnival act. A lot of fun. Moving around, he has the whole thing. You know, great, great, great. I'm saying this is a president. We need a president who's going to bring us back. We need a president that's not going to be divisive. We need a president that's going to take care of the African American community. Remember that. Remember that. Obama is all talk and no action. We need a president that's going to create jobs for Hispanics who don't have the jobs. We need a president that's going to turn our country around, and Obama cannot do it, and Hillary Clinton will be even worse. Believe me, she will be even worse. I mean, I brought up something last night. I heard they're flying down on Air Force One. Now, Air Force One is a very old Boeing 747. It sucks up a lot of gas, a lot of fuel. Boy, the fuel bill. You turn on those engines, I can tell you, it's a lot of money. I said, let me ask you a question. Why is she campaigning with the plane of the United States? Why is she campaigning? And why is he allowed to come down, get on that very, very, very expensive plane? You know, he talks about the carbon footprint, okay? He wants to solve the carbon footprint, but he gets on an old Boeing 747 that's spewing stuff into the air. He gets her on the plane, and then they say, we will fight for the environment. We will fight for the carbon footprint. Then he gets back into the Boeing 747, goes back to Washington. His greatest was when he wanted to play golf in Hawaii. So he takes the 747, and by the way, he's played more rounds just about than people that play professionally on the PGA Tour. I mean, this guy. And he gets on this plane, flies to Hawaii. He's there for a long time. Golf, 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 more. Learning how to chip, learning how to hit the drive, learning how to putt. Oh, I want more. Our country's going to hell. ISIS is laughing at us. They're chopping off heads. They're drowning people in steel cages. And he's out there playing golf with just about as long a trip as you can make from Washington. Then after a long extended vacation, he gets back on the plane, flies back, lands, starts talking about the environment. Okay, give me a break, folks. Give me a break. Give me a break. Now, you know, we need unity in the Republican Party. And I have to be honest, I think I win without the unity. But we need unity in the Republican Party. And for the most part, we have unity. We have some pretty good stuff. And we have some great people, like Bob, who just came up, and so many others, so many senators, so many congressmen and women. We have great people. But we need real unity. And the leaders have to get supportive. And if they don't get supportive, we're going to win anyway. Don't worry about it. In fact, probably I do better without the kind of support that we're talking about, because that's where I'm here in the first place. That's why I'm here in the first place. The convention's going to be terrific. We have great speakers. We have fantastic speakers. We have so many people that want to speak. You know, they give us the stuff, oh, they don't have enough. We have so many people that want to speak. I have made so many enemies by saying, I can't let you do it. But we want people that love our country and want to be there and that love our party. And if they don't love our party, they shouldn't be there. And let me just tell you one little thing, which turns out to be a big, big thing. Defense is always most important, right? We have to defend our country. We're going to have to build up our military again. It's really depleted. It's in bad shape. We're going to build it up. We're going to take care of our vets like you wouldn't believe, because our vets are being mistreated horribly, horribly. Our greatest people. And we have a plan that's received universal, fantastic reviews. And I'm the only one. You know, I made a speech up in a great part of the world, okay? I won't even mention where. But I made a speech, and during the speech I said, let's raise some money for the vets. We ended up raising $5.6 million for vets. I gave $1 million, and we ended up, I could have just made a speech and left. And the press comes down. Well, he should have given here. He should have given it faster. We have to vet the vets. You know that, right? They're groups. Who knows? We have to check them out. But anyway, we raised $5.6 million for the vets. I am so proud of it. I love the vets. I have received more accolades from the groups. We're sending groups that never had money, 100,000, 200,000. In one case, 1.1 million. In another case, 250, 75,000, 50,000, all of these groups, I don't know, 30-something groups. It was so beautiful to see. You, all of us, we have received accolades. And I say all of us because this is a movement, folks. This is not like a normal situation. Look at this room. Look at the size of this room. And there are thousands of people, and I got wiped out getting off the plane. It was raining and windy, and I want to tell you, it's actually beautiful. Beautiful. And now you know it's my hair, because any hair that could withstand that wind. The pilot, it is my hair. The pilot said, sir, I'd wait about 10 to 20 minutes before you get out of the plane. I said, why? He said, 35, 40 mile an hour gusts, raining. I said, no, we're not going to keep these And actually, some friends of mine that are very, very good on the subject say ISIS is actually more accurate. But who knows? But everybody says ISIS. Say ISIS. It'll be so nice, right? Right? Don't say ISIL. And ISIL will be driven back. You know, it's always ISIL will be driven back. In the meantime, it's a disaster. It's totally a disaster. Remember this, and I said it before. Our military is depleted at a time when probably in the history of this country, we need strong military. We are going to win North Carolina. We are going to get rid of these fools that are running our country. They're fools. We are not going to go 4 more years that even the FBI today talks so horribly about this person. To a point where you said, how can you possibly say no charges? What they said and what he said today was so bad. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much, you're going to be so sick of winning, folks. Oh, you're going to be so angry at me. You're going to be so angry at me. You're going to have your lieutenant governor who's here. You're going to have your head of the Supreme Court who's here. These are great people with great... Where are they? Are they around here someplace? They're here. Stand up! Come on, stand up. Beautiful. These are great people. With great reputations. I will tell you, outside of North Carolina, they have great reputations, okay? And you're lucky now. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to start winning again. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win with our military. We're going to take care of our vets, and we're going to really take care of our vets. And it's not even a question of money. It's a question of competence. We're spending so much money. And it's corrupt. It's a corrupt enterprise. The Veterans Administration, you look at what's going on in Arizona with the VA. It's a corrupt enterprise. So we're going to start winning. We're going to win on the Second Amendment. We're not going to let people take our guns away. We're going to terminate Common Core out of Washington. We're going to bring our education local. So we can have our local people who love our children and who really understand our children, give them the kind of education that we want. We're going to repeal and replace Obamacare so quickly. We're going to create strong borders. We're going to build our wall. We're going to stop drugs from flowing into our country like water. It's flowing into our country like water. We're going to protect our states. We're going to protect our youth and others from the drugs that are flowing through the southern border. We are going to make the greatest trade deals anyone's ever made. We're going to bring our jobs back. We're going to bring manufacturing back. We're going to be selling things to other countries. We're not going to let countries come in and take advantage of us, take our companies out, sell their goods with no tax, with no nothing, and then when our manufacturers want to go to China and other places to sell their goods, they can't get their goods into the country. Because the Chinese say, we don't want your goods. So they dump onto our land, and they dump their steel, and they dump their aluminum, and they destroy our factories, and they destroy so much. And you know what, folks? We're going to end up doing our own products, largely again. And you know what? Let me tell you. Our products, and I'm not for isolation. This is only if they don't behave. But they devalue the currency. They make it impossible for our companies to compete. Every time we start to do well, various countries that are grand masters, they start devaluing their currencies, and our countries go from, boy, I'm feeling good today, to, oh, here we go again. You can't compete. It's cheating. It's a big form of cheating. We are going to take care of our manufacturers, and we're going to start making product again. And let me tell you something.
We may pay a little more for the product, but we're going to have all those jobs that make the product. In the long run, we're going to be much better off. Much better off. And a lot of that will come back. And again, no isolation. We're going to have fair trade. We're going to have free trade. One of these people sitting right up there asked me the other day, what do? Do you call it fair trade? Do you call it free trade? It's all good. I can give you 10 different names for trade. Here's what I call it. We're going to make great deals for our country. I don't care if it's fair, if it's free. I don't give a damn what it is. We're going to make great deals for our country. Okay? We're not going to let happen what's been happening. So, folks, we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. You're going to be so sick of me. You're going to have the justice call me. You're going to have the lieutenant governor and the governor call me and say, Mr. President, the people of North Carolina are sick and tired of winning. You're winning too much. They're really starting to dislike you, Mr. President. And I'm going to tell the justice, and I'm going to tell the governor and the lieutenant governor, I'm sorry, we got to keep winning because we're going to make America great again. I love you, North Carolina. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.